back to my channel. It's your girl Nats, and I hope everyone is happy, healthy, and doing okay. Alright, so in today's video, it's a little fun. I got some fun coming today. I'll be sharing with you guys what's on my phone video. So I got a few like suggestions to do like what's on my phone videos. To be honest, I am not really fussy. I don't have a lot of things on my phone, but I watch what's on my phone videos, and because I've watched those, I was introduced to certain apps and so on that can help a sister out or a brother out. So you know what, I think why not do it? It's very good to like give persons ideas of apps that they can download and stuff. So that is what I want to do for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen record my phone as I go through what's on my phone with you guys, and I'll insert it right beside me on my screen, maybe on this side. So let me shift over so that I can insert for you guys the screen very nicely so that you can see. Alright, so let's begin. What's on my phone? Alright guys, so I'm inside my phone. So the first thing that you will obviously see when you do all the password is my main home screen, and that just consists of the basic apps, and I put the apps that I use first on the top of my phone screen. So you will see WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and I do not use Snapchat so often. I only really use Snapchat for filters, which Instagram is slowly rolling out all the filters. So I really rarely use Snapchat, but I'm just not ready to like delete it from my phone yet. And then secondary things that I use would be on the second tier, so like my gallery, my camera, music, and Facebook Messenger. And yeah, at the bottom just the regular things that came with the phone, such as phone, contacts, messages, and apps for me to see like the entire spectrum of apps that I use or that is on my phone. I could click that. As for phone, contacts, and messages, I do not use because my phone is, a Jamaican SIM is inside of it, so it does not work here in Japan, so I don't use those. And don't ask me why I do have a Japanese phone, because I'm just not ready to get rid of my Jamaican number. On the second screen now guys is where I have things more specific, so I group things on this screen. So the first thing you can see is the photo editing kind of folder here, and in this folder I have all the things that I use to edit my photos on Instagram and all of that stuff. So first I have PixArt, Lightroom, Facetune, Snapseed, Preview, and so on and so forth. And I'm so organized guys that these apps are lined up in the exact way that I use them. So when I'm editing a photo for Instagram, I use PixArt first, and then I use Lightroom, then I'll use Facetune to do something, then I'll use Snapseed is the last thing that I use. As you can see, where photo editing is concerned, Snapseed is the last one over there. Preview is the app that I use to really plan out my Instagram feed. So if you go into Preview, you can see how my Instagram feed would look. I do not have a lot of planning going on right now because I'm still in the process of shooting photos. But yeah, Preview is a very good app if you want to like schedule your feed post and all of that stuff. So I do recommend them. They also have other scheduling apps such as like Later and Plannerly and all of that stuff. I came across Preview first, and I like it, so I just stick with it. It's very easy to use. You can schedule your post, so your posts go up on Instagram at a time that you select. You can find hashtags to use, and you can also get help with writing captions and so on. So very good app. I do recommend it. This is not sponsored, by the way. I wish I had a sponsored video, but I don't. Snapseed is really just what you use to like, editing, make things sharper, make things whiter, make things brighter, all of that. And Lightroom is really the app that mostly everybody use really to get like presets and all of that stuff for their Instagram. and so on. So continuing, I have a photo and picture resizer app right next to preview, but to be honest, I really do not use it much anymore because I actually do use another thing that can automatically resize my photos, and we'll get through that. We'll get to that as we go along through this video. But I probably need to delete the photo resizer app, and right beside that I have a background eraser app, which I also need to delete because I have no subscribe to a particular app or service that can do all of these things without me having all of these unnecessary apps. Now, InstaSquare is another app that I use to basically put a background behind certain photos. Alright, so going back, I do have Canva, and oh my god, if you are a creator of any sort, whether for school, work, or play, or you're a YouTuber, or you're a content creator, Canva is one of those apps that you cannot and should not do your business without, because Canva is like so helpful. Guys, I do everything in Canva. So all of my YouTube thumbnails, all of my YouTube headers, my YouTube intros, my YouTube outros, my quotes that I put on Instagram all the time, just stuff that I create, I use on Canva. And no, I was using the free version of Canva, so it's a free app, but I bought it, or I paid for the subscription, and because of that I got access to like resizing the photos automatically and like removing backgrounds automatically because I'm on the paid version. And that has been a lifesaver. So before, when I was using the free one, obviously I did not have the background remover, so that is why I needed those two apps to remove. But it was just too much work when I'm trying to create a YouTube thumbnail and I have to go into that, remove background, and it will come out to be bigger than the size that I need, and then I have to transfer it to my phone, get it resized. All of that stuff was just too much, so I decided to get the Canva subscription, and oh my goodness, it has been a lifesaver. So when you go into Canva, guys, I'm just going to show you a sneak peek of some of the things that I create in Canva so that you can see. So if you go into my designs here, you can see all of the stuff that I have designed. So all of the stuff that you see on my Instagram, where I used to promote my YouTube videos and so on, such as this one to watch the whole video, all of that stuff, my Instagram highlights, my like everything, my thumbnails, congratulations when I reach a particular subscriber milestone, all of that stuff I create in Canva. My save the dates for my wedding I created on Canva and send them electronically. My what else, my thank you cards, also the cards that I used to ask my bridesmaid, like, will you be my bridesmaid kind of stuff, I created in Canva. Canva is a very good app, guys, so do check it out. Now these three that follow Canva, Story Art, Unfold, and Story Lab, are just apps that help you to create more appealing stories on Instagram. So they just have a various amount of Instagram story templates that you can use and you can put in stuff. So I mostly use the Unfold app for my Instagram stories because I mostly use Instagram stories to pretty up my promotion for my YouTube videos. So I'll use Unfold to do this. So for example, you can select many apps. So if you follow me and my channel, you know that on Instagram stories, when a video goes live, I usually just put up a video. So this is what I use to create it. So obviously I just put it in all the things that I want, and then I leave this space blank so that when I actually go on Instagram, I can put in extra word. It does come with a whole lot of templates, guys. So it comes with a whole lot of templates, as you can see. So you can use it basically to create whatever you want for Instagram stories. So I do recommend that app. And then the two last ones are the Instagram repost app, so in case I want to repost something, and then the screen recording app that I am using to currently screen record my phone. And that is it for my photo editing folder. And then if we move on to the next part, we have a folder called My Cycle, which I am not really going to get into because all my girls would know exactly what I'm talking about. My Cycle, and guys too, guys would absolutely know. I just use these two apps to track my cycle, and I use two apps because I prefer to get information from two apps, so I know that I am sure when things are, you know, the apps need to be on the same page at all times so that I can be sure. So I use 2 apps for that. And if you want to know the names of the apps, I use the Flow app and the My Calendar app, and they're all on Google Play Store, so you can download them and use them if you're a girl and you need a little help in tracking the things them. All right, next up is my online shopping folder, and this is really not much because I do shop online, but I realize that I only shop online at a few stores, which I need to change, because since I'm starting my own personal brand as an influencer and all of that, I need to be more open in, you know, websites that I shop on, so that I can give you guys good recommendations and so on. But basically, my online shopping folder just consists of Wish, Amazon, AliExpress, and of course Pinterest. I get ideas on what to buy and make. I really don't have a folder particularly for things like Pinterest. I just put it in the online shopping space. And yes, I do buy from Wish, in case you're wondering, like, can somebody buy on Wish? Yes, they can. Okay, all right, so the next folder is my church folder, and this just really has everything that I need for church. So Bible, the SDA hymnal, and the quarterly. So if you do not know, me and Adam, we are Seventh-day Adventists, and these are the things that we use. We need our hymnal, we need our quarterly, and we need the Bible. So that is what I have in my church app. Not my church app, my church folder on my phone. And then the folders kind of diminish here, and then I have regular Google Translate because I live in a foreign country. They do not speak English here in Japan, so I need a translator. I need the translator app, very accessible. All right, so it's there. Then I have my Yahoo Mail. That is my main mailbox. And then I have Line. Line is similar to WhatsApp, but the Japanese version of it. So Line is what is the what do I say? Line is the WhatsApp of Japan. So that is where all the Japanese people communicate and so on. In China, I think there is a thing called WeChat. Yeah, so in Japan, it's Line. I do have that for some Japanese friends or co-workers that I have that, you know, don't use WhatsApp and stuff. Memo, we all know Memo comes on everybody's phone, I would assume. Memo is just where you go to write down notes and all of that stuff. So I have that too. NHK World, no, like if you're in Japan and you need to keep abreast of Japanese news in English, then the NHK World News app is a good app to download. It gives us news that, you know, it gives us Japanese news in English. So if you're in Japan or if you're coming to Japan, consider downloading NHK World News if you're interested in knowing what's going on in Japan. I got it when coronavirus season hit, and you know, I needed to stay abreast. Now my Google folder has everything that already came with the phone that I need Google related. So Google Chrome, Gmail, Maps, YouTube, Google Drive, all those stuff that comes with Google. Also, I downloaded the YouTube Studio app. Now if you're a YouTuber, the YouTube Studio app is a very handy app to download. It is similar to the YouTube Studio that is actually on the web, but the only difference is that it's on your phone. It makes things accessible. So in case you uploaded a video, for example, and you realize that you made a mistake, like you have a typo or something, you can easily just go into the YouTube Studio app and like quickly change that around without having to log on to your computer, wait on YouTube to load, go in and change all of this stuff. You can just simply access all of your stuff from your phone. So I think it is very handy. If you're a YouTuber, definitely get the YouTube Studio app. Moving along, I have my settings, you know, the phone comes with that. And then I have Amazon Kindle, which I really need to start reading more books. I do. Alright, then moving along, I have this is the part of the screen now where I rarely use, I hardly use, I don't even know what the hell is around here. And that is PayPal, my digital app, internet, Microsoft applications, Finder and Home. I don't even know what those apps are, to be honest, but you know, everyone knows what PayPal is. So that is really what is on my home screen on my phone. But if we press apps and then go into everything that is really on my phone, separate and apart from what the phone comes with, I would say not much. I do have the American Airlines app because I'm a member of the American Airlines group, you know, to get miles and so on, because who traveling to Jamaica costs money, honey. I do not see anything that I have not yet told you guys about. I also have the World Remit app, which you guys would have seen from my how to remit money in Japan video. I also have an app called LSF. So it's Love Sweat Fitness app. It's a workout app. It's from an influencer, a health influencer that I follow on Instagram. She has her own app for workouts and so on. I downloaded the app because I thought I was going to start working out and all of that stuff. It's been on my phone for like 3 months and I haven't done a single workout. But I think I got discouraged when I realized that to get all the nice juicy workouts I'd have to pay, and I'm just not ready yet to pay for it. So it's still there. I still plan to use it. Repost, I've done that. Adobe Scan is an app that can turn any document that you take into a PDF file. So some of the times I'm on the phone with persons from Jamaica, like doing business and so on, they need like a PDF file of a copy of my ID or something, or even your company need a copy of something and you need it in PDF form. Adobe Scan is a good app to do that. It turns any picture into PDF. And you have the PayPal app. Spotify I also use to listen to music, separate and apart from the music that I download on my phone, which I listen through the music app that comes on my phone. Facetune, Snapseed, all of that stuff, Pinterest, Samsung, Skype, and all of those stuff came with the phone. And then I have YouTube Studio. As I said, Later is another one of those Instagram planning apps. I do not use it. I downloaded it because I wanted to try something out. It did not work, and so I have not used it. I needed something to give you guys links for products and so without creating a website, but I really realized that I need to create a website, so I'm working on that. The last thing that I have here is an app called Life 360, and it's a location tracking app. We typically do not use it often because some of the times I just call him to find out where he is or whatever the case may be. But this is a good app to have if, you know, you're not talky and you want to know where the other person is. See, even at this point it says Adam's GPS and location is turned off, so if he got lost I obviously would not know because it's turned off. The thing is, location drains your battery. So, and yeah guys, that is really just all that I have on my phone. I do not know if I introduced you to any app that you had no idea about or anything, but if you did, feel free to download them. I do not download crap on my phone, so if I have it, it means that it is worth your time and your phone storage. So that is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post a video. Until next time, bye guys.
So back to what I was saying. Could be us.